Family, about to get this party started. Let's see what we got. Let me see and let me know if you're coming in. Hope you'll join me. We got some ground to cover. We're going to cover it too. We got another call this evening, and I can't be too long, but I got to make sure I cover all that material that needs to be covered. Come in, let me know you're here. God bless you for coming. Thank you for saying hello. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for sharing this broadcast. I'm going to share some very valuable information. JD, bless you, man of God. Nathaniel, thank you, man. Thank you. I was going to ask that question. You took it right out of my mouth. Needed to know if the feed is clear. The feed is good. Go ahead and invite a few of your folk. Let them know there's a blessing with their name on it while I take care of a few more administrative details. If you haven't done so already, state what city you're in. If you're out of state, state that. If you're out of nation, state that. If you're out of your mind, state that too. We need to know. But we're going to get started in exactly 90 seconds. And I'm going to take care of one or two administrative details. So give me just one moment. Un momento, por favor. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Queen took off for me. She said she'll be back. She ain't got time for all this stuff. So I'm home alone. All right. Let's see what we got. Give me just 1 minute. Getting started very shortly. Let me know you're in. Tell us the city, the state, the nation as we get ready for this broadcast. I just need to check out a few details because I'm going to give you some dates, and I want to make sure I got the exact date that you're going to need. So give me just 1 moment as I grab some stuff. All right. Let's see. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a date, and how come I don't see that date that I'm looking for? Getting started in less than 60 seconds, guys. Y'all bear with me. Trying to get this date. If I don't have the exact date for you, I'll put it in the notes for you a little bit later. Okay, I have it. Here it is right here. All right, let me just grab that. All right, I need to open up a document. Getting started in less than 30 seconds, guys. Less than 30 seconds. I'm opening up a document so I can copy and paste this date. Let me make sure I got it. All right. I think we got everything we need, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for joining in. Pastor, hello. Okay, you got dinner plans. I totally understand. JD, God bless you, man of God. Nathaniel, bless you, man of God. We're going to go ahead and get this broadcast started. Thank you all for coming in. If you'll share this with some others, I'm going to cover some things. Listen, guys, I want you to know the season we're in this last half of this 2018, man, you got to make it do what it does. There's no time to playing around. Lay aside every weight and every sin. Both of them can mess you up. Sins and weights and sins. They'll stop you short from getting to where God said that you have the potential and the capacity to go. And too many of us, my friends, we've been delayed, not denied, but we've been delayed because of different sins or even different weights. And this is a season, I believe, in my heart of hearts, that it's time to put off both. You don't want anything getting in God's way. Can't nobody do you like Jesus. Can't nobody bless you like God. I don't care. Mama don't love you like Jesus does. So you just got to understand. Don't get in God's way of what he wants to do in this season of your life. You're going to have to cut some things out. You're going to have to cut some things off, regardless of what we think of ourselves. We are all children to God. Don't act like we know stuff that we don't know. Don't act like we see the whole thing when we see through a glass darkly. Let's not lie to each other. Let's not pretend. Let's not deceive. But to the best of our ability, let's be the best us that we know how to be. I believe this is a season where we need to be really, in this last half, I'll give you one of the tips that's been in my heart this week, past few days especially. Be of service. Be of service. If it's anything that I can say right now, it would be of service. Serve your heart out where it is that God has planted you. Sometimes you're in a place and it might not even be the ideal place. It might not even be your envisioned place, but serve your heart out there. Remember Joseph, he was in a place. It certainly wasn't his assignment. His assigned place certainly wasn't his destiny, certainly wasn't what he envisioned. But nevertheless, the man of God continued to be extremely diligent in executing excellence in his service. Make sure that we don't just serve when it's favorable only. Let's make sure that we don't serve when we like everybody. Let's make sure that we don't just only serve when we're getting paid. Let's make sure that service is what we do and what we give, because it's who we are. We're servants, regardless of rank, serial number, and titles, or whatever else we have a claim to. We need to be about God's business, and we need to be serving. I believe that God will water you so wet when you get busy serving in this last part of this year, this 2018. I mean, it's territory that God has given us. Our names are on it, and we need to make sure that we don't abort anything that God has said is ours. Because a lot of times that abortion takes place because we've just not been obedient. We've just not been compliant to what God has said, and we cut things shorter than what they should be, and we halt our own blessing. And we got to make sure that we call that to a halt right now. We're about to cross over by the grace of God into the month of August, the 8th month. Y'all know the symbolism there of 8, what it represents, new beginnings, as we come into this space by God's grace, if he allows it. Because tonight ain't promised, let alone tomorrow. So the thing of it is, if he graces us with the space to come into that August, come on, we should already be in movement. We should already be in motion. We shouldn't be trying to, fixing to, about to, tending to, praying to. No, we should be doing it. We should already be in motion. Motion of service, of doing what it is that God has literally told us to do. I had a quote this morning. God put it in my spirit a couple of days. It's been just surfacing. And I had it this way: water others and God will make sure that you stay wet. I'm going to say that again. Water others and God will make sure that you stay wet. Now, sometimes that wetness might not come from the folk that's around you. That's not always the case. Sometimes you can do everything you know how to do and some to be a blessing to those who are in your nearest proximity. And there's always a principle that bears out in most of our lives. A prophet is only without honor in his own country. That is to say that many times the wetness that God has for your life, that God has for you, it might not necessarily come from the lakes and the rivers and the ponds around you. God sometime will make a big splash in an ocean way over yonder, and he'll get you wet. God knows how to find you, even when others don't. So I want to encourage you, man of God, woman of God, make sure you be busy about your Father's business, serving. There's no greater calling. There's no greater function. There's no greater use of our lives than being in God's service, whatever that looks like, according to the gifts, according to the talents, according to the experience, the skill sets, even the passions that is given to each and every one of us. We're different. What my service might look like would be completely different from someone else's. But that's based upon how God wired them, how he fashioned them. We all are fearfully and wonderfully made. I mean, we got the DNA of God inside of us. His breath, the breath of God is inside of us. So we're his. We belong to him. And I'm glad about it. And I pray that you are too. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I want to do, praise God. Amen. Praise God. What I want to do, I'm going to share a presentation tonight. I told you that the subject, the content will be about going. We always say we got places to go, things to do, and people to see. You know, we can be busy at times. Sometimes we're too busy. And just because you're busy don't mean you're being effective, and it doesn't necessarily mean you're being productive. Production is the key. But I'm going to show you that in your going, let's not wait to 2019 to put that stuff in place. We know that without a vision, the people perish, and that has many facets, many layers on it. And sometimes what God has planned for us in the future, the time to start working on that space, you don't wait to get there. You start working that thing from where we are right now. So I want to encourage you with the best of what God has given us in terms of brain power and passion and purpose, and calling, hey, Ken, good to see you, man. Let's put our hearts together. Let's put our minds together to start strategically masterminding something with God's will being the guide for us and his spirit being the guide for 2019. I'm going to share my screen with you, and it's going to be some powerful information I'm going to share. I'm going to ask you that you would not only take notes, but I'm going to ask you that you would share this with other people, because I promise you there's somebody that needs this information, because it's going to be life-changing for them, if not also for you. So let me go ahead and share my screen. I'm going to put this in the right position here, fix it like that. And then I think I should be good to go here. And then I'll hit that button there, and I'm getting it together. Let me see if I can look back on my screen, or if someone can let me know that everything looks appropriate, with me being the smaller and the PowerPoint being the larger. I want to make sure. Dr. Deborah, good to see you, darling. I think that's you. Amen. Let's see if I can look at it myself. I want to make sure that it's my image in the video is smaller. Give me just one moment. Don't get in God's way. Let's see here. Okay, we're good to go. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to cover the material. My screen is there, and this is a Joshua Generation presentation. Share, because it's going to bless somebody. And yes, it is breaking news. I mean, this is the type of information some of you guys, literally, you've been praying. You've been asking God for insight. You've been asking him for revelation. You've been asking him for support, encouragement. You've been asking him to equip you. Well, guess what? I believe that God literally has answered those prayers. Take notes. Try the Spirit, by the Spirit. It's not for everybody, but I do know that this is for somebody that has specifically, strategically been asking. You've been asking, you've been seeking, you've been knocking, and here's the amazing answer, and it is an amazing opportunity as well. So Joshua Generation presents an amazing opportunity. And yes, we are Joshua Generation, and we are claiming God's promises together, and you know it, right here, right now. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you about a membership and a partnership that comes from a company called Paid to Save Travel. So there's two distinct things that we're going to cover. I'm going to take my time. I'm not going to rush. If you need to come back to it or watch the review, the recap, whatever you need to do, but just make sure you get all the information. I want to encourage you also, invite some of your family and your friends to see this. And let me also say up front, I have several of my partners, several of my dear friends. Not only am I representing myself this evening, but I'm representing them as well. If they're the ones who shared this broadcast with you, they shared this information, this presentation, and you like what you see, go ahead, by all means, get back in touch with them. So we're going to be talking about membership and partnership within the Pay to Save program. And it's all about travel. If you don't know, you know now. People love to travel. My wife's birthday, we ordered her passport. She just got it in just 2 nights ago. So she's ready to go some other places. We've been out of country together on a ship a few times, but never just together, at least out of country together by plane, so forth and so on. So we're looking forward to those types of travels coming up this year and next year as well. And maybe you too, my friend, you're ready to go some places, do some things, and see some people. You have all that to do. And whether it's in the United States or out of the United States, most people, I know there are a few exceptions, but most people, they just love to travel. In fact, I would even say some of our fondest memories, all the way back to childhood, some of the things, the seasons and moments that we treasure the most are times when we went somewhere, we took a trip, road trip. It could have been just driving in a car, but you're going somewhere. You got your family with you, you got your crew with you, ladies, you got your sisters with you, whoever. It's a road trip. You're just having a great time and you're going somewhere and there's memories that are being made. Those are priceless jewels. People love to travel. And what I want to share with you is that with P2S, Paid to Save Travel, not only can you have lots of fun, but I'm going to show you this evening how you can take that same fun, still have it, even multiply it, and also turn it into a fortune. And I promise you, if you stay with me, you'll be completely convinced of that because the numbers don't lie. And I'm going to talk to you from my heart. I'm going to talk to you not from what I've heard, but I'm going to talk to you from my own personal experiences. You can take the fun that you want to have, the fun that you're already having, and you can turn all of that. You can monetize it. You can turn it into an additional stream of income. Still fun. In fact, I would even say it's more fun because now not only are you having fun with your travel, but now you got the finances to go along with the trip. In fact, you're coming back, instead of coming back with bills and debts, everything was paid for long before you went. No credit card or anything. You pay for everything cash. We're going to show you how to do just that on tonight. So with Paid to Save Travel, you can take amazing annual dreamcations and get upfront bonus vacations at the same time. And again, those words, I want you to hear what I'm saying. I'm using them very specifically. Annual dreamcations, because that's what we call our vacations, dreamcations, and upfront bonus vacations. So you're going to be able to have vacations coming and going. That's why people that I know that are part of Paid to Save Travel, they love what we do so much because it gives them more than what they bargained for. And I guarantee you're going to see just that. Let's just start off the top with what we call our free trip incentives. And they range from some 3 nights, some all the way up to 5 nights. And the only requirement that you'll have, of course, you have to pay for your transportation, airfare to get wherever you're going. But these accommodations, we're talking about 4- and 5-star resorts waiting for your arrival. And all you need to do is become one of our travel club members. And when you become one of our travel club members or partners, and I'll show you the difference in those in just a moment, you'll pay a resort fee of $98.50. That $98.50 resort fee entitles you to either 3 nights or 5 nights, depending upon the location, and all the locations you see right here. We're talking about incredible locations around the world. Now, you need at least a window of 30 days. You can't make any reservations prior to 30 days. And we give you up to 18 months to take these vacations. Keep in mind, here's something very important. When you look at the value of what these vacations are worth, they're measured at $1,400 of value right there off the top. I've been to 2 of them personally. It blew my mind how just wonderful the locations were. I've been to the Las Vegas location, and I've also been personally to the Orlando, Florida destination as well. Wonderful locations. And yes, for $98.50, you can have 3 days, 3 nights, and in some locations up to 5 nights of a vacation simply by paying the resort fee, being a part of our travel club program. You can literally, let me just tell you the investment, and we're going to just go ahead and nothing to hide, start off the top. The investment on your side is $129.95, and you pay the resort fee. And every month in our membership club, you'll pay $65 a month. But I'm sharing with you, sir, I'm sharing with you, ma'am, the value of what you're getting is at $1,400 on average, and you have 3 of those. Let me just give you the locations. We're talking about the Mexican locations of Cancun, Puerto Penasco, Mazatán, Puerto Vallarta, and let's not leave out Acapulco as well. Now in the United States, we have Branson, Missouri, Williamsburg, Virginia, Gatlinburg, Tennessee, Orlando, Florida, and of course, Las Vegas. But let's go further. Some of you have been really looking for something a little bit further away in the United States. You've been hearing beautiful things about Thailand. It's been in the news a lot lately, of course, for other reasons. But what a beautiful vacationing location destination you can have in Thailand and Spain. We have 3 locations with your name on it. They're waiting for you to come see them. And all you'll need to do is become a travel club partner, and you'll be entitled to not 1, not 2, but 3 destinations. You'll be able to choose 1 in the United States, 1 in Mexico, and 1 in Spain. And you can space them out however you choose. But of course, do keep in mind, you need at least 30 days. You can't book within a window of your first 30 days. It has to be after 30 days. You have up to 18 months to take those vacations. And I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. Now, I'm going to go a little bit further in this Pay to Save Travel because it's a lot there. But let's talk about who we are. We're headquartered in Marietta, California. We've been in business for 6 years. We are a debt-free company that has paid out millions of dollars in commissions around the world. Our goal is to help every member travel more and pay a whole lot less. We're founded by the CEO and founder and his lovely wife, Mr. David Hart and Adela Hart. You cannot be connected to persons of more integrity, of more excellence, and more service. They're some of the hardest working people you'll ever meet. And literally, they are so connected to the Pay to Save Travel partners and members around the world. You're talking about a couple here, over 30 years in business experience, has literally been the recipient of many awards in the business arena, has run successful companies in the traditional brick and mortar way of doing business. But when he came into this space of direct sales, he saw something that was special, because not only would it make millions of dollars for him and his family, of course, but he's creating wealth around the world globally for individuals like myself and hopefully you as well. Let's go a bit further. Why travel? Well, it's a great question. I'm actually glad that you asked. Travel, my friends, is one of the largest industries worldwide. Not only is it one of the largest, but it's the oldest. Think about how long mankind has been traveling. Now, of course, they didn't have Uber back then or Lyft, but they did get around. In fact, when you look at the statistics today, it is an $8 trillion industry, and there are 2 names on a list referred to as the 10 largest internet companies in the world. So when you think about online business, everything today is online. Everything is www. Right? Well, 2 of the largest online companies are travel companies. That's a clue, guys, to help us really understand how powerful travel is and how lucrative it is at the same time. But here's where we put our focus. We put our focus on online travel sales. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me just mention to you, my neighbors, the kids are having a great bit of fun out in the pool. Pay them no mind in terms of the noise. I hope that you can hear me just fine. And I tell you, summer, it certainly has its challenges. But let's talk about what makes our travel company, Pay to Save Travel, so different from anything else that's out there. You're talking about Expedia and Priceline. You probably know this already, But when you look at it, there are really about 4 major companies, but 2 mega companies, as you just saw, are on the billion, in fact, multi-billion-dollar list in terms of travel. And that's Priceline and Expedia. And they literally own the rest of the companies out there. Everything else falls under their umbrella. That's why you don't see much of a difference in the pricing from one to the next. Now, here's what we do different, because it's completely different. All of those guys, Expedia, Priceline, Kayak, Orbitz, Travelocity, all those guys, they do what we call retail. They buy it wholesale, but then they sell it back to us retail. So thus they have a huge profit margin. Mind you, they do not own anything as it relates to travel. They don't own any resorts. They don't own any hotels, cruise ships, rental car. They don't own any of that. And it's not necessary, because the way they do business, it allows them to block in all of that space and then lease it back to us, and we pay a higher price called retail. Well, here's what we do different. I want you to remember something. Several years ago, over a decade ago, one of my favorite companies, well, 2 of them actually, I had accounts at both, Hollywood and Blockbuster. They too were billion-dollar corporations. I thought they would be here forever. In fact, I still got some of the merchandise from Blockbuster and Hollywood that I had to buy because of the high rental fees that they had. And you know how, a long story on that. But understand, Blockbuster and Hollywood Video, they ruled the movie industry as it related to allowing us to see the movies after they were released. Well, guess what? There was another small company that came on the scene, Netflix, and then later down the road, Redbox. You'll know about that as well. Keep in mind what happened, how those small or giant corporations, billion-dollar corporations, literally faded from the scene as these small companies came up into fruition. You're going to see the exact same thing happen again. Now, I'm not saying they're going out of business. I'm not saying they're not going to be here for the next 10, 15 years. Who knows what's going to happen in the next 10, 15 years. But I will tell you this. The market shares they have in this industry are being taken every single day. And you can help that take place, because here's what we do different. We give you the exact same cruise ship, exact same hotels, exact same resorts, rental cars, everything's exactly the same. The only thing is different is the price. We guarantee you this. Here's the difference. Those guys are in the retail market. We're in the wholesale market. Here's the difference. Our prices include no markup. They include no commission. No one gets paid on rooms, cruise ships, or rental cars that are booked through us. You get the exact same price that we pay for it ourselves. You say, well, how are you making a profit? We make our profit through our exclusive travel club, and thus it's paid to save. So let's look at what we do. I'm going to share with you a win-win strategy for making a lot of sales. Now, some people have a problem with that word sale. I love it, because the reality is sales is a part of everything we do in life. If you're a mother, if you're a father, if you're a teacher, a community worker, you can be a garbage man. But no matter what you do, I promise you, before you get back home at the end of the day, you have either sold something or been sold of something. You can't get away from sales. So let's make sales what it should be, an exchange of goods, services, and value. And at Paid to Save, here's what we do. We always make sure that you get more value than you give in monetary exchange. Here's what we do. We have a thing called a gift card. This is so powerful. The more you give, the more you'll earn with us. Here's why. We give out gift cards that have an incredible value. And for 30 days, the service is free. That's what the gift card does. It entitles the recipient to 30 days of free service. And on the card, attached to the card, we have a monetary amount that gives them at least $200 of value off the top, just for enjoying 30 days of free service. We value your opinion. So we want to hear from you as a customer about how much you saved. We want your testimony, because you've done enough business with the big billion-dollar corporations known as Priceline and Expedia and all those guys. We know what they have, but now we're asking you to give us a shot. Allow us to prove to you that our prices knock their prices out the water all day, every day. In fact, when you look at it, it would be impossible not to, because after all, theirs is retail, and you got it. Ours is wholesale. So look at some of the gift cards. These are just different types. They can be professional cards. They can be fun cards, contemporary cards. You can even create a movie card. However you need it created, we can have your card customized for you so that that card itself can convey value to the recipient. And if you can give away a gift card with a $200 credit attached to it, then you can make money with Paid to Save travel. Now, I'm going to give you a few examples here. Thanks to my coach and one of my mentors in this business, he shared with us something very crucial. See, there are a lot of professional people in the industry. They may or may not be looking to get into the travel industry for whatever reason, but they're going to keep doing what they're doing, and they love what they're doing. Maybe they're a beautician. Maybe they're an insurance broker. Maybe they're a real estate broker. Whoever they are, they have a business, and they love what they're doing, and they're not going to do anything else. Well, they can still partner with Paid to Save and use our cards as gift cards to their clients. And every time they give a gift card with our information on the back, which includes the link to the free trial for 30 days and the promotion code that entitles the recipient to the gift of a $200 credit that they can use in 4 key areas: travel, shopping, dining, and entertainment, and nobody loses whatsoever. In fact, we call that a win-win across the board. Now, there are other companies in the industry of direct sales and network marketing and all of that, and they're great companies. Don't take anything away from them. Well-known names: Avon, Mary Kay, Paparazzi, Organo Gold, even Uber and Lyft. But here's the thing that we know about this business that we have and how powerful it is with Paid to Save. You can literally keep doing what you're doing, but take a passive role through our gift cards and just have your information on the card as normal, but on the backside, have the gift card information. So every time you have a customer, whether it's Mary Kay or Avon or Paparazzi or Uber or whatever, on one side, you're letting your customer know this is who you are, this is who they're doing business with. But by the way, here's a special gift. I want to thank you for being a part of my business and what it is that I do. You can use this website, go to this link, use this code, and we have a $200 gift. We want to thank you for your business. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a game changer. If you can do that, not only can you satisfy your customer with whatever your profession, whatever your career is, but now you can begin earning money residually and passively through our system as well. Now, let me talk about this travel club membership, because we're not in partnership yet. We're talking membership. And you've heard it said a million times, membership has its privileges. But we've taken that to a whole new level. We've put that on steroids, man, because when you look at what we offer, even on a monthly basis, when we give you a gift card, when you put in the link, which is, by the way, freeclubtrial.com, when you go to that link and then you put in the promotion code, here's what happens. Your service gets activated for 30 days free, no contract, no obligation. You get full access to net rates on all hotels, resorts, cruise ships, and of course, rental cars. That means you'll never be overcharged again. That means you're getting the best prices possible. You're getting what a travel agent will get for themselves. Because of course, when a travel agent books their own, they're not being charged a commission on their own vacation, of course. So you're able to get literally what we call travel agent prices, and even better, in fact, travel agent prices without you necessarily having to be a travel agent. You also get full access to our discount, entertainment, shopping, and dining portals. And ladies and gentlemen, I've been a customer of Amazon for decades, had their my Prime account for a long time now. Here's what I found out. Our Paid to Save beats Amazon prices. And although Prime, you have to buy the annual membership and everything is delivered to you free, With Pay to Save, everything is delivered to you free, and there's no account that you have to buy on an annual basis. Not only that, you get the $200 credit. On day 1, you get 100. Day 7, you get 100 for a combined 200. And every month you keep the account, and it's only $12.95. You get an additional $100. Now do the math for me. $100 of value is given to you through your account every single month, and you're paying $12.95. I've had this account since the end of November. There's not been one month that I can recall that I've not saved anything less than $30 or more. Every single month, I'm saving at least that, all because I have a membership with Pay to Save, paying $12.95. But here's what we've done. We've taken it to a whole new level. Our CEO, Mr. David Hart, when we were there in Vegas the last time, we had an awesome event a month ago. And we not only have the monthly membership, but now we have the what we call the annual package. And I love the annual package. Here's why. It's $99.95 for the whole year, meaning that you're literally saving approximately almost about 30%. But because you're paying for it annually, here's two things you're going to get as a bonus. You're going to get $1,000 of travel club credits immediately. And then secondly, you'll have your choice of one of those trips that we've already spoken about. All you need to do is pay the resort fee of $98.50. And with this annual membership, you can choose between Branson, Missouri, Williamsburg, Virginia, Gatlinburg, Virginia, Orlando, Florida, Acapulco, Cancun, Mazatlan, Puerto Penasco, Puerto Vallarta, Tenerife, Spain, and 2 locations, of course, in Thailand, as I have already mentioned. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is an amazing value, whether you go with the membership that's monthly or the membership that's annual. You're going to win. That much we're clear about. 30-day free trial on the service that we have. So when you look at hotels and the way we usually get them, whether we're going through a travel agent or whether we're going through one of the online agencies, Conrad Hotel, New York, 3 nights, Expedia, look at the price there. Look at our price. So why would you pay a retail price, which is almost $300 higher? It just doesn't make sense. The Bellagio Hotel. I mean, if you've been to Vegas, you know the Bellagio is a great hotel. But why would you pay Kayak an extra $200 when you can save that $200 and use that for your trip in Vegas? Why would you go to Crystal Cancun Resort through Priceline? And literally, if you look at the difference here, guys, you're talking about over a $500 difference. And Orbitz is all the same, over $300 difference on this cruise. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's very clear. If you're going to travel, you're going to spend money. We understand that. But why not keep more of that money in your pocket? Why not travel more and spend less? And while you're doing that, get all kinds of membership perks in the process, where you can save up to 50% and even sometimes more on all kinds of entertainment, excursions that you're going to take, when you're going to go to a concert, when you're going to go to a theme park, when you're going to go to a sporting event, even when you go to the movies. Why pay the full price when you can use our Pay to Save Travel Club and save at least 30 or 40%? Why not? When you have shopping to do, why not go through the portal and see if you can find the same item through us? And many times you can. And why not get it delivered to your door for free and pay about 20 or 30% less? When you go out to eat dining, why don't you just put in your zip code? You know you're hungry. You know you're going to go out to eat. And you already know what you got to taste for. Why not go in our portal? We have over 85,000 restaurants across the United States. Why not go through our portal and see what coupons there are that you can print out prior to leaving home and then use that coupon to save $5, $10. I've seen them as high as $20, $25 of savings. Why not do that? Just keeping more money in your pocket, allowing you to stay out of debt, pay off debt, and do the things that really are more meaningful to you. We have unbelievable perks. So when you look at things like, you can see this Michael Kors women's watch, savings of over $34 using our shopping dollars, delivered right to your door for $128.99. You go with Amazon, you would have paid over $162 plus shipping. So when you look at these items, whether it's eyewear, whether it's watches or things for the house, you're going to save every day, all day. Now, before I go to this next level, I do want to ask you, are you ready for more? And if you're ready for more, I want you to go ahead and help me. Do me a favor. Let me know you're there. Put ready in the notes. I'm going to go to the notes in just a moment. I want you to put ready in the notes if you, my friend, are ready for more. I'm going to be sharing some more with you. I want to take a quick look and see who's joining in with us. Hey, Lady Catherine. Amen. Breaking news. I'm telling you. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Ken, thanks for joining in, man. JD, I hope you're getting something out of this as well. Pastor, I believe you're out to dinner already. Nate, I pray that you're getting something out as well. Lady Lisa is in the house. Thank you, darling, for sharing in with us. Amen. Amen. If you haven't done so already, share the broadcast. We're about to take it to a whole new level now. I'm going to head back to my presentation, put it back on the screen. And you're ready for more, huh? Well, let's give you what you asked for. What if we could solve the number one problem why most people don't travel more? See, most people want to travel more, but there's a problem. And the problem is they just don't have the finances to pull it off. They don't have the money. It's not in the bank. The credit card probably maxed out, right? So they choose not to go. Some people forego their vacation, or they take the vacation and they whittle it down until it's not even a vacation. It's just something up the block, up the street somewhere. And it really wasn't even as refreshing or recharging, rejuvenating as it should have been. And we need those events. We need those moments. We need some time on the lake. We need to get some sand in our toes. Some of y'all don't like sand. I don't know what's wrong with you. I love sand on the beach. I just love the beach. You need to hear the roar of the ocean every now and again. You need to hear the waterfall. You need to be on that cruise ship. You need to climb that mountain. You need to see you need to get some fresh air every now and again. You got to do that. If you're working, taking care of people at work, taking care of people at home, taking care of people at church, taking care of people in the community, and you're serving, you can't do that always nonstop and then don't take time to vacate. And that's what a vacation is. You got to vacate. You got to get up out of there. You got to go. That's what we're talking about, going. But a lot of times people don't go nearly enough. They don't go more because they don't have the money. Well, I'm going to share with you how you can solve that problem. And I'm not going to tell you what I heard. I'm going to tell you what I know, because we're talking about the Pay to Save Travel Club and the vacation clubs we have. And the very first thing I want to share with you in this vacation club is what we call the Ultimate Vacation Savings Account. Here's how it works. When you become a partner with us, not a member, we were talking about membership a moment ago. Now we're talking about partnership. It's a different type of relationship. Now there's two levels of partners. There are some partners that are going to be passive, and there are some partners that are going to be more active. And I'll show you that in just a moment. We'll make that distinction. But let's just look at even the passive type of partner. You become a partner by becoming one of our either gold or platinum partners, and you make an investment of either $129.95 or $249.95, either or. But let's just deal with the gold partnership at $129.95. For every dollar you put in initially, and then monthly you pay $65 a month, every one of those dollars at the end of 12 months is returned to you in terms of travel. You get travel points in exchange for every dollar you've spent. And I should say invested. You've invested $1, well, that's one travel point at the end of 12 months. So much so that at the end of the 12 months, when you are ready to go on your dreamcation, we have several destinations pre-selected, like Cabo San Lucas, like Colorado, like Orlando. And instead of paying the normal pricing for 8 days and 7 nights, that's well over $1,400 for each one of those, except Orlando, which is $1,256. You'll have all of those dollars that you've already invested taken off of the price. So that leaves you with a balance of either $49 or $99. Or if you're a gold member instead of a platinum, your balance will be in the neighborhood of just over $300. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking. You got to get this. We're talking about a 8-day, 7-night vacation to Freeport, Bahamas, staying at a 4- and 5-star resort. Same difference in Cabo San Lucas, Cancun, Mexico, Puerto Vallarta, Snowbird, Utah, Steamboat Springs, Colorado, and of course, Orlando, Florida. I'm going to tell you, it just makes sense. Whether you are passive or active, it just makes sense to plug into this type of opportunity where you can have every single dollar you invest pay for not only just business, but it pays for your vacations, and it gives you additional bonus vacations that I've already mentioned. So let's go a little bit further. Now, one of the things you'll appreciate that when you make referrals, and some people say, well, I don't like to make all those referrals. We make referrals all the time. When you go out to eat and you enjoy the hamburger or the steak or the lobster, whatever you had, if you liked it, you made a referral. If you didn't like it, you made a referral. But you made a referral. The referral was, hey, either go here or don't go here. We're referring stuff all the time. We're making references. We're referring. We're making references to our satisfaction, to the level of joy that we got from a particular experience. Maybe you went to a movie. If it was a great movie, man, you came out of there like you were getting paid from being in the movie. You weren't in the movie. You went to the movies, but you weren't in a movie. But you were excited about that thing because it was a great movie. Come on, guys, it was a great movie. So you went out and you told some people. You put some stuff on Facebook. You sent out a tweet, and you made a referral. The only difference is you didn't get paid anything. Well, with us, when you make a referral, free in fact, here's what happens. The monthly service fee I told you about that was $65 a month, you don't have that anymore because 3 referrals ensures that your service is now free. So you're going to have not only dreamcations, you're going to have what we call freecations because of making those types of referrals. But let's go a little bit further, and I hope that you're ready for more. Let's look at why we call this a 10x compensation plan. Now we're going to get into the active level of not membership. We've already covered that. But now we're talking about partnership. See, when you're a member, certainly you have privileges and you have benefits. But when you become a partner, you have a stock in the company. You have something that others won't be able to get. As the company grows, so will you. And Pay to Save takes care of our people. So we have what we call a 10x compensation plan. I'm going to cover very quickly 5 different ways you can get new income, new levels of income, new types of income, new streams of income in your household. Now, keep in mind, if you don't know this already, the average guy, they're used to the job. And some folk love their job. They love what they do, and that's great. We're not trying to change that. We're not trying to get in the way of that. But if all you have is a job and that's the only source of income, what happens when something happens? What happens when that place makes changes and you were one of the changes and didn't know? What happens if you get ill? What happens? And there's 1,000 things that could happen. And it happens all the time, every day, all day to people all across the United States. So we say to you, diversify your income. We say to you, don't put all your eggs in one basket. We say to you, have some extra income coming in, what we call different streams. And there's no income like residual income, where you don't have to clock in and clock out, that it keeps coming around the clock every new month because of the things you've done in previous months. So we're going to talk about these 5 different ways that you can add income in your life. You can take your fun and you can turn it into a fortune. So we say, welcome to our Pay to Save partnership program. We're not talking membership anymore. We're talking partnership. Let's look at it. First of all, you have direct sales bonuses. Every single time you get a new customer paying $12.95. See, they've already had the product, the service for 30 days for free. And you also, by your promotion, you gave them a $200 bonus. So they saved in the course of a month up to $200 in their travel, in their dining, in their entertainment, and in their shopping. So do you think they would be a happy camper? I'll tell you what I was. When I was able to go to the movies and save 30% off the price of the ticket that I always had to pay. When I went out to the restaurant to eat, I said, oh my God, I just saved 25% on that. I was happy. When I went online and bought something, I was happy that it was delivered and there was no extra charge and it was lower than what it was elsewhere. I was happy. So if you're anything like me, you're going to be happy when you save money. And because those customers are happy, you'll also be happy that they stayed with you and now you're getting paid a $10 a month bonus. Now, depending upon if you're a platinum member or a gold member, it'll stay 10 up to a certain point. For the gold, up to your 5th customer, to the platinum, up to your 25th customer. And then after that, it'll drop down to $5. But when you look at the math here, I won't go over all of these in details, but just every month gathering customers and getting up in a year's time, maybe to 100 customers or 125, even 175 customers, you can have an income of $1,000 a month on just customers paying $12.95 a month. No business partners. Every one of those customers are saving lots of money. Every one of those customers are only paying $12.95. So it's not breaking them, but it's helping them to do what they're already doing. They're going out to eat. They're shopping online. They're going to entertainment. And of course, every now and again, they're going to travel and they're going to save hundreds of dollars in a lot of cases, if not thousands, when they travel. And because they use your promotion code, as you add 5 customers here, 10 customers here, month after month after month, see how your income can grow. But let's go further. The next area is what we call fast start bonuses and even coded leadership bonuses, which is one of my favorite. But you'll get a fast start when you sponsor your first 2 persons. See, when you refer your first 2 persons, you'll get paid a small incentive. And it is a small incentive, but it's just the beginning. It's just laying the foundation for your business. Really, you haven't gotten your business started until you refer 3 individuals, because then your business is free. But let's just cover those 2. You'll get $10 for each individual if they're gold partners. You'll get $25 if they're platinum partners. But let's just deal with even the low side, the gold partners. So you got $10 when your first individual got started. You got $10 when your second individual got started. But here's what happens on your third. The third individual changes everything, changes the whole game. Here's why. That third individual is what we call coded to you. That means instead of receiving the $10 bonus or the $25 bonus for the platinum, 10 on the gold, instead of receiving that, now, because that person is coded to you, it starts with your third person and it continues on 4th, 5th, 6th, so forth and so on. Now you'll receive $50 every single time you bring in a new partner. Imagine this. You bring in your 4th person, another $50. Bring in your 5th person, another $50. If it's platinum individuals, if they're coming into a platinum partnership, it's $100 every single time. Your 4th person, 5th person, all the way on. But here's where it really gets exponential. Your third person being coded to you is a special relationship. Here's what that means. I want you to get this language. The first 2 of the first 2 through infinity will always be coded to you. That means whoever is coded to you, their first 2 referrals, and then go to their referrals. Their first 2 referrals, and then go to their referrals. Their first 2 referrals, you might not even know those individuals, but because they're the first 2 of the first 2 of the first 2, all the way down through infinity, there's no end to it, those persons are coded to you. So you can have an enormous amount of referral income every single week because you have persons who are getting started. They're launching their business. They could be living in another city, another state, even another nation. But because they're coded to you, they're the first 2 of the first 2 of the first 2 of the first 2, all the way down to infinity and back, you're going to earn a coded leadership bonus of either $50 each time or $100 each time. Now, here's what that looks like when you think about it. This is your third individual only. We're not talking about your fourth, fifth, and sixth, because if you go that far, and we encourage you to do so, everything you see here is going to be duplicated. When this third individual, I want you to look at this, total coded travel club partners. Well, you can see these numbers here, 2 persons referred from that third. When they go out and duplicate and they bring in 2 referrals, now you have 4 on that level. You still have 2 on the first level, but you have 4 on the second, 8 on the third level. Now you have 16 persons on the fourth level. And when you get to the 5th level, you already have 32 persons on the 5th level alone, not even counting these individuals on the previous levels. Here's what that means in dollars and cents. It means that you have received, if they're all gold, $1,600 of leadership bonuses. If they're all platinum, $3,200 of leadership bonuses on this 5th level. But the reality is you have to add all of those together, meaning that your range of income is really between $3,100 to $6,200, because you have to add all of those together accumulatively. Now let's look at my favorite. It's called the customer acquisition bonuses. Remember, those businesses need what? Customers. They need a customer base, and they want a customer base because they're helping people save money on travel, on dining, entertainment, and shopping, and their customers are paying $12.95 and they're receiving $10 a month, just like it's the same way for everybody. And understand this, so many people, oh, it's a pyramid, it's a scam, listen, guys, let me just tell you, every single institution on the planet, your job, your CEO is all configured the exact same way. There is no difference. That CEO at the top, CFO, COO, and then it just keeps going broader and broader down till it gets to you. And then you might have some folk that's under you, and that base gets larger and larger. So if it's smaller at the top and large at the base, what do you call that? Here's the difference. In most of those scenarios, you'll never replace the CEO. You'll never earn more income than the CEO. You're not even, in some cases, get even close to the CEO. Don't even know their name in some cases. Here's what happens. With our particular company in direct sales, you could get started under me tonight, and you can pass me by the morning. Your income is not restricted, is not limited, or blocked by me in any way, shape, form, or fashion. You just got to really respect and appreciate the person that goes to work, the person that rolls up their sleeves, the person that really goes to get it and wants to make it happen. You will have nobody stopping you and blocking you but you. And I just have to really stress that, because it's something that I completely love. You don't have anybody blocking you from getting the success that you want in this. So let's go back to this. The customer acquisition bonus, it says that when you have these businesses who are partners set up that are coded to you, and they go out and get 2 customers, you'll be paid a $20 acquisition bonus on each one. And because they're coded to you, their first 2 will also be coded to you all the way down to infinity. Here's what that looks like in dollars and cents, ladies and gentlemen. When you have that third individual coded to you, and we're only talking about the third, it will be double for the fourth, and you just keep on adding another. Every time you add another individual, this whole stream of income starts all over again. But let's just go down to the 5th level of duplication. If every one of these businesses just referred 2 people, and by the time you get to the 5th, that's 32 with 2 customers paying $20 a month to you. That's what the company is going to pay you, not the individual. The company is going to pay you $20 a month for those 32 individuals, plus all the other income that's on top of that. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to amount to $1,260 a month, all because of that. That means you only have 3 referrals. All these other 32 individuals, they're not directly connected to you. They're indirectly connected to you. But because it all started with you, the company sees you as being deserving of these bonuses, because they're going to be paid. And because it was you that got that party started, you'll be the one with the happy face. Now, let's look at what we call the pay to save daily residual pay scale, another one of my favorites. When you look at this, you really want to get the 1-star director and 2-star director as quickly as possible, because that's when it really begins to take another level for you. But let's just look at this. As a one-star director, you need 3 referrals. That's going to be the case with all of them. But here's what happens. Now you have business volume, and that business volume comes from all the members who are either gold or platinum partners. Well, if they're platinum partners, you only need 8 on each side for a total of 16. If they're gold partners, you only need 12 on each side. It should be 12 for a total of 24. Now, here's what that means in dollars and cents. As a one-star director with 3 referrals and either 8 or 12 on each side, 16 or 24 platinum or gold partners, here's what that means. You'll earn $300 a month or $500 a month. Here's the distinction. If you have your 3 referrals in your first 30 days, here's what happens. You'll earn the higher of the 2. At the end of the month, you'll get an additional $200 bonus. So you'll have $500 a month of residual income. Now, this is in addition to the income that I've already mentioned, but this is based upon your residual pay scale, daily pay. It comes out in your back office daily. In fact, we get paid weekly, but it's calculated daily, and that's 1 star. Your 2-star pay is based upon either having 50 platinum or 80 gold, and you split those up because it's a binary. So that means you have 25 on each side platinum or 40 on each side gold, and that gives you enough volume where if you're gold, you will earn $1,000 a month of residual pay. If you're platinum, you'll earn $1,500 a month every single month, just because of the volume of business that you have because of you in your organization, and you'll be a 2-star. Ladies and gentlemen, that's powerful. But let's go a little bit further. When you become a 3-star, let me tell you what happens. Not only do you get a little extra money there, but you also have a $600 a month car bonus. Now we're going to go further. I just want you to see this for yourself. Chairman and executive chairman. As you can see here, this goes all the way to $96,000 a month for having the type of organization that's creating this type of volume. And I did some math calculations here. Let me tell you what these numbers really represent. To have $1,200,000 of volume, what that really means is you need an organization that really has duplicated itself 15 times, 2 to the 15th power, 2 times 2 times. So when you follow that all the way down, you'll get to the level of having over 32,768 people. And that is the type of organization it needs to create that type of volume to pay you $96,000 a month in income. Ladies and gentlemen, let's just go back to 1-star director. You duplicate 9 times with 512 people, creating a volume of $60,000 of volume. That gives you a residual income of $6,750 a month. Ladies and gentlemen, there are so many people who miss this. Now, education and all those great things that we do, they're worth its weight in gold. But do you know that regardless of your education, regardless of your upbringing or whatever things that you may or may not have going for yourself, that if you're the type of person that you're not just wondering what happened, you're not just watching what happened, but you're the individual that knows how to make things happen, and you make this happen. If you bring in 2-3 individuals and those individuals multiplied 9 times and they plugged into our system, they got trained, and from 9 duplication of having a group of 512 people that creates this volume, and that's all it takes to create that volume, here's what happens. That's $6,750 a month. Ladies and gentlemen, that's on top of everything else that we've already mentioned. Now let's look at some of the rewards and recognition we get. You got to love this. Once you become a 2-star, you get a ring in a ring ceremony. You're also brought out to our Vegas event. It's a 3-day, 2-night event, 5-star accommodations. I mean, you just will love the way our CEO and the whole staff, they take care of you. The leadership dinner, the celebration, night out on the town, the ride in the limo, the whole 9, along with the ring. And really, to top it off, you've just started earning $1,500 a month every month just because of having a team of 50 individuals or 80 individuals if their goal that are all striving towards the same thing. Ladies and gentlemen, it just doesn't get any better than that. Now, I want to share with you one of the last things I want to do. Some of us are getting ready for vacations for the fall coming, or maybe even you're getting ready for some vacations coming up in 2019. Lord, say the same. I want to encourage you, write these dates down. We have an Aruba event coming up the end of September, leaving United States from the 28th, returning on the 1st of October in Aruba. It's going to be a beautiful destination. We're going to have a great time there. If you're interested in finding out some great stuff about that particular part of the woods, reach out to me, inbox me, let me know. We're putting that tour together. And again, that is the 28th of September to the 1st of October. And then we have another event in Vegas, coming up in Vegas. We'll be going back and forth to Vegas, but this next Vegas session will be from the 24th of October to the 26th of October. If you're interested in that, I believe that's a Wednesday through a Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. And then this coming summer, the Lord say the same, creek don't rise. We're looking to go to Greece, a 10-day or maybe even a 12-day in Greece. And we're looking at June or July. So if you're interested in June or July, let us know. Let us know your preference, because we haven't put that together yet. We're still working the details, still looking at some of the possible vendors. But if you're interested in Greece, 10 to 12 days in Greece, let us know, inbox us, and we'll get that information to you. And we are also toying with the idea of also making some time to go back to Alaska, an Alaskan cruise. Man, we enjoyed ourselves. On our 25th anniversary, we went, and we just had the time of our life. Such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful destination. So many things. And man, if you love salmon, you haven't had salmon till you have some salmon in Alaska. So we want to make sure that if you're interested in Alaska, if you're interested in Greece, if you're interested in going to Vegas, if you're interested in Aruba, all of these within the next 12 to 18 months, let me know. Inbox me, and we'll get you the information so you can be a part of the party. Your name will be on the list. But here's what I want to share with you: how you can have a vacation anywhere at any time and pay for it through our program. See, all of these vacations, they cost money. But one of the things you have going for you with Pay to Save, we have a way that you can pay for every single vacation. You don't have to run up your credit card anymore. You don't have to rob Peter to pay Paul. You don't have to, some of us stop giving to the church, right? Or stop giving to your whatever your nonprofit is, or whatever group you're attached to. You don't have to, pull in from your charitable giving. You don't have to rob anybody. Here's what you can do. We're going to show you how to use this system, the Pay to Save Travel Club, to pay for your next vacation anytime, anywhere. Here's what you do. Number one, it starts with getting in position, right? You won't make anything if you're not in position, and you should be in this night rather than tomorrow, because the sooner you get in position, the sooner you can start earning residual income. See, there's going to be somebody signing up in the morning, somebody signing up in the afternoon, and their volume that's going to be created, it can either be a part of your income, or you can be a part of their income in what it is you're doing. And you'll want to get in position right away without delay, because everybody can win, but it's better to win when you know that you got in position first. You win the most. Now, understand this. 3 referrals is all it takes to literally do what it is I'm about to show you. 3 referrals allows you to become a 1-star director when you build that group to 16 platinum partners or 24 gold partners. So let me just tell you how that works. If I got started and you were already in position, I got started under you, and I was your either first, second, or third person, because it's a binary. You need to have 2 persons on one side and 1 on the other. And it doesn't make a difference if it's left or right. It doesn't make a difference. So 2 on one side, 1 on the other, or 1 on one side, 2 on the other. Doesn't make a difference. Well, now that group needs to grow to either 16 individuals who are platinum partners or 24 individuals who are gold partners. Now, here's the math that you got to get. Your group is going to grow not just from your efforts alone. You got to love this. Your group grows because here's what happens. When I join your team, I'm bringing people with me. I'm making referrals. So your group is going to grow from my referrals. Your group is going to grow from the referrals of the people I brought in and they brought in. And your group is going to obviously grow from your own efforts. But guess what? There's somebody that got started before you got started, and your group is also going to grow because of their efforts. So you have all these different ways that your group is going to grow from the 3 that you start with to either 16 platinum or 24 gold. Well, anyway, when you do that, that's $300, remember, or $500 a month. You want to really do this quickly. It does not, if you plug into our training program, if you plug in to how we coach you and we work with you from day one and you waste no time, we'll show you how to make 3 referrals and get people in place within your first 30 days. You do that, that's $500 a month. If it takes longer than 30 days, it'll be $300 a month. But here's what happens. 5 basic customers. We want to show you how to knock out your first 5 customers very quickly. That's $50 a month for you. And then from this group of partners, 24 gold or 16, we want to show you how to get 16 coded bonuses. Well, that's going to pay out $620 a month. When you add these together, ladies and gentlemen, it comes out to $970 to $1,170 a month. When you multiply that times 12, that's either $11,640 to $14,040 a year. Say that, say this. We'll get you where you want to go. Just plug in, get connected. It doesn't have to come out of your pocket. And don't forget, when you become a 3-star director, I told you there will be a car bonus, $600 a month, whichever car you're interested in, Audi, BMW, Cadillac, Mercedes, Lexus, Tesla. It just needs to be white, blue, black, and one of the late model vehicles of those kind. Now, before I go, I got to tell you about this. One of the things you just absolutely got to love about what we do with Pay to Save Travel, we also are a certified travel agency. You can become a part of it. We're partnered with Pro Travel Network, and we only pay $4.95 a month for the most professional, proficient, powerful training that you can really think about. It's all right there in our back office. We get fully certified, all the credentials that you can hope for as a travel agent, everything is in place. We've done over $250 million. That's $250 million of business in the past 15 years. Our commission structure pays you up to 80% on commissions, beginning at 70%. Even if you just make the referral and you don't do the work, you just call the corporate office, give them all the information, you still earn 25% on the commission. And we have training around the clock. We have FAM trips, which are the familiarization trips that our vendors send to us every day, all day to get you to come so that you can refer your clients. We have a model of what some of the trips have been, like to Thailand, this 9-day trip to Thailand. Everything was included, 4-star accommodations, the tour, guided services, flights, meals, everything, $1,400. That trip itself is almost $4,000, but because you're with us, $1,400. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I want to do next is I want to talk to you about something that's special, near, dear, and dear to my heart. Now, this represents myself and my wife, Kendra, my lovely wife, Kendra. We have something special that we love to do. We're givers. And when we make bookings for groups, we do something special. And we want to help you raise funds for your organization, for your group, for those that you're connected to. Whenever your organization, whenever your nonprofit, whenever your ministry, whenever your school, your club, whatever it is, when you want to take a trip, when you want to go on vacation, when it's a wedding party, whatever it is, touch bases with us. Give us the opportunity to go to work for you. Let's make an agreement. Let's make a covenant with one another. We're going to take absolute great care of you. And in doing so, we want to dedicate a portion of our commissions to you. Here's what we want to do. Number one, there's a price match guarantee. Without question, hands down, you will never, ever have to worry about paying more with us than you would anywhere else. We'll always be able to match any official price that's available to anybody in the public. Okay. So if it's a legitimate professional service, it can be researched, we can get documentation for it, we can always match those prices, not a question. But in most cases, not only are we matching it, but we're beating the prices. So here's what we do. whether we're matching the price or beating the price, give us the opportunity to earn your business. And here's what we want to do. We want to dedicate a 20% of our commission back to the organization, back to the nonprofit, back to the cause that you care about. That gives us the opportunity to be the givers that we love being. And not only are we going to give 20% to your organization, but we're also going to dedicate 10%, additional 10% to one of the things that we care very greatly about. And that is our ministry that helps in taking care of the population that many people, we call them foster kids. They live in the shelters, or the Bible term, orphans. So if you'd like to participate in that way, we'll be honored to serve you, guarantee you the best in pricing, guarantee you the absolute best in service. And we're going to dedicate 20% to your cause, give 10% to our cause. And again, this has nothing to do with what we do in our own church. That's completely separate. But we want to be a blessing. We've made a vow. We've made a pledge to do so, and that's what we'll continue to do. Our specialty, of course, is group travel. So please let us know right away for 2019 what it is that you're wanting to do, and we'll go from there. So let's wrap this up. How do you get started? Because that's what you should be asking everything I've shown you so far. You get started as a gold member, or you get started as a platinum member. Just get started. A gold member is going to invest $129.95. When you put everything together, you're going to pay $69.95 a month to maintain your business as a partner. Now, a platinum partner is going to pay $249.95, and it's going to, on a monthly basis, $129.95. You can see on the screen here all the differences. Here's the difference for the most part. Because you're putting in more on the platinum, at the end of the year, at the 12th month, you're going to have more dollars you would put in, so more of your vacation, or what we call your dreamcation, is covered. Actually, it's about 20% more coverage that's already taken care of on your dreamcation. Not only that, if you're a platinum, we're going to give you a $50 gift certificate to restaurant.com. Every single month, you'll get another certificate that allows you to spend $50 and get $50 worth of additional savings at restaurants all across the United States. Again, I'm telling you, we love to eat. And if you do, you'll never get tired of those particular certificates in that. Now, those are the major differences. But the other one is when it comes to your income, if you're a platinum, and when you reach, not if, but when you reach 2-star, a platinum will earn $1,500 a month. A gold member will earn $1,000 a month. So that is one of the differences. And then, of course, when you're looking at the compensation for each customer, a platinum can give away unlimited amount of free services every month. A gold is restricted to giving away 10 a month. And a gold will also have a cutoff of it drops to $5 a month after it gets to about the 5th customer. It goes all the way up to the 25th customer when you're platinum. But the most important thing that you need to get, whether you are gold or whether you come in as a platinum, just come in and get started, because you can upgrade to a platinum and you have 60 days to do that should you decide. But the majority of our people in our particular program, believe it or not, they are gold and they are making gold. They are making it happen, and they're making gold at the same time, because they're having fun when they travel, and they're turning that fun into a fortune. So we have all the training and support that you can ask for. Not only are we using social media, but our corporate office is heavily involved in our training. We have webinars every single day of the week, and we have some special bonuses to give you. This is from a main man, my brother from another mother, none other than Coach Curtis Cross, 7-figure earner. He is the founder of Team Favor. Understand this. This man of God is a guru when it comes to marketing, when it comes to spreading the word, when it comes to training and equipping organizations for what we call just mobilization. He's your guy. He's your go-to guy. And he has offered all of our team, all of the new partners, all of those connecting with our team, which is called Team Favor. Now, understand this. Him and his wife, we call her the Quiet Queen, Bev, they are the leaders of Team Favor. And then my sponsor, my favorite sponsor, Pastor Deborah Taylor, her and her husband, Apostle Guy, man of God Guy, they are the leaders of Team Legacy and yours truly, myself, my lovely Kenneth Keys. We are the leaders of Joshua Generation. So you can't lose with the stuff we use, and that's the anointing of the assignment that God has given to us. Team Favor. Listen carefully. Team Legacy and Joshua Generation. If you can catch that in your spirit, if you can understand where we're going, if you can understand what we're about, if you can understand what God has already said and the doors are open, you would already be inboxing and getting in touch with the person that shared this presentation with you. Let me give you a few of the bonuses just for getting started with us right away. You better get in place. Over $1,299 worth of bonuses that are yours for contacting us within the next 7 days and getting in position. Every day you delay, every day you wait, you are losing income. I'm going to show you why. First of all, this man of God is very versed and skilled. He is an asset in the area of real estate. And he has put together not only a portfolio of his own personal portfolio, but he's helped a lot of people get into the real estate sector and buy their first properties and sell their first properties. And some of them, many properties. So if that's something that you've had an interest in, it's something that I have been interested in. I've even invested in several hundreds of dollars in courses for that particular thing, but it was so complicated, I never went any further with it. But with this particular program that's offered, everything is video based. It's right there, and you have him to back it up. It's all right there. Guess what? $12.99 value. It's a part of our program. It's a part of our offer. Not only that, let me tell you what else he's done. Credit repair. Some of you, like myself, you've had perfect credit before, and you've had ugly credit before. But whether it's ugly or whether it's perfect, you know your credit is important, because when your credit's not right, you're paying more than you need to pay. And we want to get that fixed. And there's a lot of companies out there, a lot of opportunities out there. Some of them charge monthly fees and startup and all this, all that. That's all good. We're not taking anything away from that. But don't you think it'll be better? This brother has been in that space. He's been an expert in that space, and he's put together powerful video tutorials to show you how to repair your credit. The letters you'll need, the guidance you'll need, everything you'll need to take things that shouldn't be on your credit report, take it off your credit report, and then making sure that your credit rating continues to go up. That's a course. It's all there. And then graphic design. Many of you have businesses and other things you need to do where you'll always need flyers and business card and posters and banners and all that. Here's a guy, he is a guru when it comes to graphic design. Well, he's put together a course that the average person who, they could barely put their name on a piece of paper writing it. Well, he's going to show you how to make flyers that pop, make your own business cards, design all kind of stuff with our tutorial, everything video based, all right there. So ladies and gentlemen, those 3 modules alone, valued at above $1,200 in value, are yours when you become the newest part of Team Favor within the next 7 days of this offer on, what's today, the 13th of July. So we want to make sure that you get with us right away. We want to make sure you get in position. Whoever it is a part of Team Favor that reached out to you, contact them. Don't delay, because every delay is costing you dollars. And we know this for a fact. With Pay to Save Travel, you can begin to live life to the fullest. I want to say to you, if you've watched this broadcast, this presentation through my own efforts, and you want to become one of my customers, you just want to test the waters, listen, this is what you do. Text travel to 99888 or go ahead and sign up for the promotion. The promotion is free for the next 30 days. Go to freeclubtrial.com and use promotion code 88443. But I do want to say on behalf of my friends, behalf of my partners, if they've reached out to you to get this information, they cared enough about you, and you should care enough about them to go ahead and get started with them. So ladies and gentlemen, that's the amazing opportunity that I wanted to share. I want to reiterate, if you're interested in Aruba, let me make sure that we can get this information for you. And I want to make sure you got the notes. Give me just one moment. Let me bring this down. Hey, Katrina. Bless you, darling. Man of God, Nathaniel. Amen. Praise God. Lady Catherine, Ken. Thank y'all. Glad you're still there. I want to give you these dates. Aruba, 28 September to 1 October. If you're interested, inbox me. Vegas, 24 October to 26 October. If you're interested, inbox me. Greece, June or July. We don't have the exact day there yet for that. We don't have it all resolved, but Lady K and I, we're working on that. And then Alaska, some kind of way we got to get back. It's been calling our name, and we're not sure which month, but Greece and Alaska for the summer. So if you're interested, inbox us, reach out to us. We'll love to have your name on the list. We'll have such a great fellowship together. We look forward to doing great things with the Lord's blessing and the Lord's favor going in front of us. So we say Father's favor to you. We are Joshua Generation, and we're claiming God's promises together right here, right now. You have a blessed evening. Good night.